Sod it, we make everyone big! Let there be bigs everywhere! Everyone big, quick attack, fearsome. We could have actually given them tough if we would have played the... We could have played the tough unit and given everyone tough, but I wanted to immediately do this now, just so that we caused pain and anguish to our opponent. Everyone, Gomez here for the Land Up channel again, not in my normal space. I'm still at my parents' dog sitting. If you want to see the little pictures of Archer, I've posted some on the Discord and on the Twitter, so if you want to check that out, please feel free to. But yes, we are playing Expedition mode again today, because obviously Expedition, such a fun game mode. Definitely need to get in there. This one actually started off as a viewer pick, so viewers were doing all the picks. That's why I've not included the initial pick thing, because it takes a really long time when the audience is picking. But then I think about halfway through, that's when I just took over, because I needed to record, I needed to do more expedition matches myself, just to get that purple chest before Wednesday. So then I continued on my own and to see how far I got. I hope that you enjoyed this. And as I said, like, you know, I do love making expedition content. It's a really underrated mode. Definitely, if you have any questions about expedition mode, please feel free to ask me down in the comment section down below, or get on the Discord, because remember, shameless plug time, Twitch, Twitter and Instagram. You didn't know already, I do stream on Twitch on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Thursdays, as well as the fact that I do have that Discord link down below, so any questions or whatnot, please feel free to get involved on either of those two things. And just thank you so much for watching. So if you enjoyed this video, if you watch all the way through to the end, why not consider hitting that subscribe button? But do not feel forced. These are just the options that are available to you. So anyway, I hope you have a good time watching how this expedition went. Of course, they've got the lovely bald. So we know that we are against Tom Kench with Malphite. Of course, the standard combination. You know it. We all know this very well. I wish that Guardian handed you the cards. That's the one thing that I wish that they changed about this Guardian. It's a Mega Guardian whose hand is directly above the deck. Hand me my cards, Guardian, please. Right. We immediately go forward. They could have the healing landmark, by the way, so the combination here, they could have Star Spring and actually, like, you know, speak of the devil and they shall appear! So, you know what, I'm going to actually throw you out. A big part of me is considering, do I want to throw down, because I could throw down the assembly bot, but I'm going to immediately go forward. I'm going to go for the immediate open, forcing my damage. So I could throw down the ballistic bot and then assembly bot next turn. I could just immediately throw down the assembly bot, knowing that I've got a number of different spells that will help work with them. I'm actually going to throw down the ballistic bot, because I want as quickly as possible to start getting these ignitions, so that we are helping. If we draw Victor, I just want that knowledge of knowing that if we draw Victor, we are getting closer and closer, and now we can throw down the assembly bot and we can start letting all of these things go. For God, I listen! Admittedly, we might see Shakedown. Okay. Oh, no, not 8-Punch Pablo! So, we see 8-Punch Pablo, which does probably mean that the assembly bot is going to the graveyard. Or, they might just leave it so that Star Spring will heal you. Like, there was a multitude of different options. I'm willing to wait. I could have technically thrown down the ignition, but I'm willing to wait, because who knows? I might have got a suit. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh poo. Oh poo! I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about that. They would, like, I need to think, what would you grab here? Would you go for grabbing the ballistic bot, or would you go for grabbing, like, the assembly bot is the one I would grab. But you need to remember that they know that we're playing a Victor deck, and they know that we've got this, and you're continuously creating for me. So there is actually slight chance that you might go for that option. I could throw this out just so we're doing a little bit more damage in. Just trying to cause that box to put a little bit more headache. Oh, if only, I would have waited. I was too eager. That's my problem now. I was too eager, and now slowly but surely. But we do have aftershocks in the deck. Always remember that we do have aftershocks in our deck, so we might need to call upon them. Of course, Tom. Why would they not get their immediate? Why would they not get their immediate boom Star Spring into box to push it into Kench? How can I stop them from getting these options? Of course, they immediately get all of them. So, sod it. We'll go like this. We could actually go for Trail of Evidence and see what we get off of Trail of Evidence. You never know, we might get a Mystic Shot, which means that we might be able to send the Boxtopus to the graveyard. We've got options, hopefully, maybe, one day. We've got 2 Ballistic Bots on the board as well right now, which means that we are going to have 2 Ignitions. We're getting to the point where that is also something to remember, is that, oh, elusive damage coming in off of the workers! I am willing to accept, because the only 2 who can trade are these 2, but one of them would mean that they're not, I mean, or do we keep 1 back? Do I keep 1 back just so that I'm willing to accept you being traded off? Because they'll probably throw down the Guardian on top of this so that they still get a heal. Easy. Yeah, so they throw down the Guardian on top of that so that they still get the heal. I will accept. This is outrage! I will accept. I need to be trying to beat the crap out of them before that becomes a legitimate problem. So just doing 1 damage to them continuously, although they could have heals they could very easily put into themselves, and obviously they're going to be doing some ETEs right now. We do have a gotcha. So, of course it'd be you who'd be going in here. The only problem is with this, if we suit up, so you go down to 4, oh sorry, they go down to 2, and then if they heal themselves, if they've got more heals, it becomes an issue. I can't use both of these on the same turn. So, as much of it pains me, I'm willing to accept you going to the Shadow Realm right now. We could have actually used, like Flash of Brilliance, because from Flash of Brilliance, we could have found a Swapperoo move or something. Like there was options within the Flash of Actually, I guess we do Flash of Brilliance right now, just because, sod it. Okay, so it would have been draw. So at least that's not going to weigh on my mind now, whether or not we should have done a switcheroo move. We've got a gotcha still, so potential, because Boxtopus would most likely go for trying to kill you. If I'd be honest here, I'd say that Boxtopus would most likely go in for this. I can throw you in front of Goat. Start the round!
Where are you
okay.
off to?
I can suit up on top of you so that you survive this. I could also gotcha on top of this. Their options here are Power Cascade, which Power Cascade this still would kill Widget Power Cascade, and they could have the +2 move, like the Widget what's his face. I'm willing to accept. Willing to accept. I will take 3 damage. I know that it's giving them a gem, which they can then use to, like, you know, heal things up a little bit more. See, that's the one. It was the Vigor. That was the one that I meant, where they could use Vigor to get themselves past this, but okay. Mistakes have been made. Heals are going in. Eats might consume them. I hope I get Aftershock. I know that Aftershock is in this deck.
I'm sure there's.
Okay, so we could give everyone. We could give everyone these stats. Tom Kent should go for an eat. And if they've got heals, they can throw heals down on top of it as well. A big part of me is obviously considering Progress Day. Progress Day would be like the draw, but then it gets me out of the gotcha move if I wanted to use gotcha. I could totally use this. So I'm going to use Progress Day. I might end up regretting using Progress Day, but I'm going to use Progress Day. There's Heimer. At least we found Heimer. I'm going to immediately go forward. This might end up being issues. And obviously, as I said, they can trade off the Ballistic Bot. It's like one of those things, but I want to keep the Ballistic Bot back, but I know... Sod it, I'm going to keep you back as well. I'm just going to throw you forward. I'm just going to throw you forward. It still causes them enough problems that they have to deal with it. Because if we had damage spells that could deal with it, that would be problematic for them. They've gone all in. All in. The grab is most likely going to hit Ballistic. It's okay. We've got...
Where there's a will,
there's a meal. We could throw down you with Flash of Brilliance. There are moves that we have, but also... I'm looking at this knowing that slowly but surely, depending on what moves they get, it can always come down. And also, big bollocks Mountain Man could also drop at any moment. So, let's see what we've got going for us right now. We don't really want to drop anyone, because anyone we drop is subject to Boxtopus. So the ETs go down. I am going to throw down this immediately. The reason I do this is because if they've got astral protection, this would get the benefits after the fact. By doing this now, they can use astral protection, but this landmark doesn't get the benefits of astral protection. So that's the reason why I'm willing to do that. Okay, that's fine. He says they're trying to find astral protection, aren't they? Like, shit! Give me answers! Shit! Okay, so boom goes into you. You eat. Ah, indigestion. Ow, ow, ow. It's out. Okay. Ah, and you. And admittedly, you get grabbed. We could. Oh my god. Gomez. Oh, Gomez, do you do the very stupid move of making a copy of you just so that if Boxtopus tries to eat you? Oh, Gomez. I mean, not eat you. If Boxtopus tries to I mean, oh, Gomez, this is not what you should do. This is not what you should do. But you do it. You do it just because if Boxtopus wants to grab, he's going to take a lot of damage to do so. Go on, take it. Take it, I accept. At least he's dying. And that's not, it doesn't help that. I will accept. But I will go like this. Okay. So. We can throw down Heimer. System upgrade. Heimer. What seems to be the problem, officer? Going into you.
Everyone here? Let's go.
So, I have got other problems of which I do need to deal with, but I mean, technically, I know that I've got a thermal beam, so thermal beam can deal with some of my issues. But okay, we want a flash of brilliance. We've got like, we've got options up the wazoo. These are my rules. So, throw you down. Whew. Might end up being very useful to me. I'm not gonna lie. So these just count as augments. So all we're doing is helping at least like grow these two up a little bit more to make them big boys. The only one who can trade with the ballistic bot is the dragon. Like none of these other ones have got, unless they've got a power cascade, which they honestly could do. But unless they've got a power cascade, none of these can actually trade with you. Well, I want to hope that they could gem at this moment in time. I hope they don't gem, but they could gem at this moment in time. So yep, they do it. So they're now out of power cascade, but now you can trade. You can now trade with my ballistic bot. I could technically thermal beam you down so that the only one who can trade is the dragon, because it causes a little bit more. It causes a little bit more controversy from my opponent. Now, admittedly, I could have saved this to be able to deal with Malphite, or save this to deal with if they drop this. Actually, no, correction. We're on the first game. They don't have a second Kench. I am the future. Do I want to throw you out, knowing that you would die? Yeah, again, I guess the dragon could trade with you. So, but I guess we want to be forcing. Do you want to force that hand out right now? Because the only one who can trade with you yet again is the dragon. Like, I'm actually willing to do this, you know. I probably should keep you back. I'd be lying if I said that I shouldn't keep you back. But, like, you know, like you're thinking to yourself, but I could totally just throw you forward. Okay. The dragon's going in there. It's okay. Everyone else just trades. We've got heals going in, obviously heals going in for this dragon, depending on what they've got. Like, I have got considerations and problems. But okay. So, I do have knowledge. Knowledge that I have this. Now, admittedly, I wish that your health stat was a little bit better. Which, admittedly, we can make your health stat a little tiny bit better. I so badly want to throw out the Puffcat Peddler, but I need to be looking at my mana cost and thinking, okay, so we could Trail of Evidence. That's a lot of heals. That's a lot of heals they could have thrown into one of their units to help with their landmarks. Their landmark's going to be their best chance right now. I mean, I guess if they get the damage or elusive stuff, I could have other problems. But okay, so let me go with you first. Sod it, we make everyone big! Let there be bigs everywhere! Everyone big, quick attack, fearsome. We could have actually given them tough if we would have played the... We could have played the tough unit and given everyone tough, but I wanted to immediately do this now, just so that we caused pain and anguish to our opponent. Shurima to our opponent. We just wanted to go wide with damage. We had options that we could have thrown things out. We could have done things so they can't block. But yes, no, it's all good. Truly remarkable. Brom is on the job. Stay positive. Great name. Great name of my opponent there. Stay positive. It's fine. So, do I keep you just because I know what you can do? I want to get rid of Gotcha because I'd prefer to maybe get that cheaper. But I'll keep Trail of Evidence, I'll keep Victor, and part of me's... You know, I'm going to keep it. You know, like every part of your body says, but Gomez, you're not going to be playing that for so long. But part of me's just like, you know what, we'll keep it. Just so we know we have it when needed. Oh! Poros with Twisted Fate, and Blob is on the job. Am I going to get beaten the crap out of by a Poro like deck? I'm going to be, aren't I? Let's be honest. Oh, Gomez. Why do you do the things that you do? You could have thrown down a Trail of Evidence there. They've already attacked forward, so the only things that become problem right now are Parlay, and Spell Shield and Elusive. I say Parlay, like basically what I'm trying to say is, by doing this now, the only things that become problems would have been, I said, Parlay would be a problem. They could have thrown down the grab move, I can't think of the names right now, but they could have thrown down the grab move. I will accept. Poros are slightly becoming a little bit bigger. Okay. So, these moves are not the ideal moves, but these are the moves that we take. Like, part of me actually wants to go into next turn a little bit more spell mana. We could, technically, Trail of Evidence, but then it means the next turn we're going in with no spell mana. We do still have another Trail of Evidence, and we do have options, right? If we decide not to go into next turn with more spell mana, like, we do have options. We don't know whether or not they've got another Poro Snacks right now, because honestly, they could have another Poro Snacks right now. So sorry, I'm gonna go with the Flash of Brilliance into this. At least this gives me a sacrifice. Oh, and more we could do Trail of Evidence again. Do we Trail of Evidence? Son, you know what? We go. More spells. We go wider. Okay. This is starting to look like a slightly better move, right? Slowly but surely, this is actually starting to look like a really good move coming in, like in the late game. Oh, what could they have? Okay, right. That does mean that they can obviously use that against us. They're not gonna have Poro Stacks right now. Like, so that has removed Poro Stacks as being an option. I could have gone forward with these as well, but then it just offered them like trades that I was like, I'll leave it. Victor can come out. We've got 2 Flash of Brilliances, so we might leave Victor out. But see, look, Poro Stack. Oh, it's such a devastating part. The fact you got a loot. Oh my god, how many Poro Stacks do you have? They're going in elusive in on me. Let's see what we get from you. We could have technically played Victor. Probably would have been the smarter choice, I'm not gonna lie. We'll take the dead. We should have played Victor. There was literally no it was a gut move. I should have left it. Okay, we could use this. Like, part of me's considering I could use you to remove Longtooth, but I could also use you to maybe potentially remove Twisted in the future. But yeah, no, I definitely should have played Victor, because then we could have gone into this move, and then everyone would have had Augment. So mistakes were made. I can full on admit it. Join the glorious evolution. We evolve or die. Scargrounds! Scargrounds with Poros, you animal! Energy core upgrade. So giving everyone spell shield. At some point, Victor, we give everyone spell shield. Oh, do I want to get rid of you right now? It does mean that I'd lose all my mana. So I kind of want to be leaving. We could actually change one of these into another bot. But okay, we'll keep it as this. We have the option for Give It All. Obviously, I have many other problems, but we have the option for Give It All. We can actually also use the Hex Core upgrade before giving it all. Obviously, we're going to give everyone Spell Shield, potentially. Got many other issues to deal with, but we're dealing with them as we do. We can see whether or not we can get another keyword in. So let's see if we can get another keyword in. The assembly bots are loving all of this. This counts as so tough. We're getting tough in there as well. Oh, that is disgusting. That is disgusting. No, I can do about it as well. There's literally nothing I can do about that. Okay. I guess I could make a copy of you and hope that I got elusivity too, but okay. We just have to go bold. Bold in on my opponent and go for the immediate open because I got nothing else. They could have frostbites. They could have frostbites, and by all means, that Poro is devastating, right? I cannot stop how devastating that Poro is. What I could do is I could actually technically Hex Core to make one of mine go this way. So we do actually have the ability. Actually, no, they got Spell Shield. Ignore me. We could Aftershock. We could Aftershock you so that we could Hex Core to make copies. I might need this. I might need these options in the future. Lifesteal is quite clutch though. Getting that lifesteal right now for Victor is very nice. Victor might die here to this unit, but he knew the risks. He knew the risks. As we literally go forward with everything and hope and pray. We've got Spell Shield, so it's going to be very unlikely they're going to be able to freeze everyone. They've got a block. And as I said, Victor could die. Or not. Okay. My problem is that I can't, like, the thing of it is that a lot of, there's no unit massively that I want to change you into, but I guess we're going to be getting a little bit more health back. So, it's okay. It's okily dokily. We can change this unit into, okay, but all it's doing is turn it into one of my own units. Right, we can throw down you. You are actually crucial to throw down. I don't, like, it's important that we throw this unit down because we need a unit for you to change into. Like, that's not going to kill me. So, because the only units on my board right now are my own units. So I need to make sure. So they go Billy Big Bollocks. They throw all the damage. And then we go, you. Transform into you. Which does mean we survive! Because we can't block, because we still can't block this. Like, even though we're transferred, like, literally, that's why we have to do that move. That's the level up on Victor as well! But it's the best move. It is the best move we've got right now, is literally do that, transform you into this, because if we would have changed it into anyone else, we would have been causing ourselves legitimate issues. We've still taken a lot of damage. That means you go down to just 2 damage. That's fine. Shadow Mode to my opponent. Glorious Poro deck! Glorious Pro deck, but luckily, we find ways, okay, people? We find ways out of the terrible situations our opponents put us in. Okay, so we are against Ezreal with Victor, but we're also running Heimer with Victor. And actually, we're both P&Z, like pure P&Z, nothing but P&Z, nothing but the best is what we're both running right now. So let's see how it goes for both of us. Now, admittedly, Assembly Bot, if we can get all of these online, Assembly Bot can actually start like a really kick it up a notch. But obviously, Mystic Shots get excited. There's a number of different things that could be problematic for me. So we'll just see how we go as it is. I do apologise for that little start bit. We were at maximum volume capacity, because for some reason the game reset its volume. I don't know why the game reset its volume, but the game reset its volume. So I was hearing it really loud in my head. I was like, wait a minute, that can't be right. That can't be what this is as it's supposed to be. Okay. They've got Ezreal out. We do have Victor. We can't do anything about this right now other than accept that one of these two is going to take a lot of damage. Like, part of me is actually even considering, do I take the damage and then suit up whoever? Yeah, so you're going to take the damage, but then we go, suit up! just to protect them. Protect your life for the ballistic bot. So we could throw Victor out, but I'm honestly feeling like what I want to do is just start like throwing in more damage. Like I might even consider throwing out the gearhead and then just start throwing these ignitions into my opponent. Whew. Okay, all they're doing is starting to get Ezreal up, which does make a lot of sense. It does make a lot of sense. Why not use the target spells while you've got them? Because I could throw Victor out, but I'm not going to be able to use Victor's ability, so I'd rather use the augmented things that I can use. This is going to be okay, people. This is going to be okay. I mean, admittedly, maybe what I should have just done is immediately aftershock Ezreal. Immediate aftershock of Ezreal probably would have been the smarter choice. But okay, I've made the decisions that I have made. So that could be the 2 damage, which is Death Beam, or it could be like Thermal Beam on top. Okay, it's a Mystic Shot. Okay, they could have another Mystic Shot. So there could be another Mystic Shot. There could also be that 2 mana, like, you know, boom. Yeah. Oh god, all of the spells. Okay, so I know that the other one is coming for you. The 2 damage is definitely coming for you, Ballistic Bot. I know this. But we just need to force as much damage as we can into them before that becomes a thing. So I could consider keeping the Aftershock to throw at Ezreal, or I could just throw the After... Oh, actually... Oh, gotcha! Gotcha! So immediately throw the gotcha in on Ezreal. They could have a suit up as well to get past this, because it is only 3 damage, but... Darius! Darius, no! Stun! PNZ versus PNZ going down right now. And it seems to be going slightly in my favour at the moment, but we'll see how we go. I could have thrown down the assembly bot. I could have also thrown down Victor himself, but I chose not to. I could throw down the veteran investigator. They have got 5 mana, so I need to be careful, because I feel like a lot of their stuff is just like loads of damagey spells. Whew. I'm not gonna lie, that's not who I was expecting, but okay. So, I could throw down Victor or the ballistic bot. We're going throwing down Victor right now. Evolution! We could even go down, we could even throw down the ballistic bot to be able to use the upgrade with both of them. So like, but bearing in mind they have got that 2 damage, which is most likely going to hit you, I'm guessing. So 2 damage hitting you, so they're going to get a 3 damage. So this ballistic bot might not be long for this world. I'll be damned if I'm not going to throw you out anyway. No faces! So we can throw down the Hexcoff. I do apologise if I'm really echoey. It's just this room. Okay. And shaky because it's like the... Oh no, not Victor! Okay, so we lose Victor. Which is actually a big hit, because that would have been a lovely like thing to add on, like to like hit the augment on top of the ballistic bot before they died. But okay. We can throw down the assembly bot and hope so. If they throw down their Victor or Ezreal, we do have a thermal beam to be able to deal with either of them. It's the Glory Seeker we've got to be careful with, right? Because obviously they're going to be grabbing most likely ballistic bot. Could even be, I said, like the 3 damage card, which is why I want to be careful about playing my assembly bot. So we could go straight in for after. Actually, I've always considered just aftershock directly in on core at this point. So you're going down. That is absolutely fine. I will accept. I will accept this. I really want to throw down you, but I know that they've got the 3 damage card, which could be right here, right now. I might be psyching myself out of this. I'm gonna throw you out. But I know I'm most likely going to regret it immediately. Because you can die very quickly and I've not got a lot of things to help you. Okay.
What you looking for?
So, as long as we've gone slightly wide on them. All I need is to go slightly wide, go for an instant attack and hope that they've not got, like, all their damage spells they want right now. So, okay, don't go into a Mystic Shot. Whatever you do. Okay, that's fine. We're still slightly wide on them. I could have even gone for the Thermal Beam here. So, there's the Mystic Shot. Should have just done the Thermal Beam straight away to begin with, but okay. Because we just need to go slightly wide on them because we do have free damage. So as long as they've not, admittedly, we know they've got that free damage spell that's coming at me. Because I could just go forward with both of them. They block with one. Sod it. I'm going to go like this. It does give them the ability to develop, which is going to suck. Because if they do develop into something, it's like... I just need that one. Because all I need is just at least one of these to hit in. At least one of these to hit in is all I literally need. So, boom, we lose you. As long as you still hit in, just hit in, little man. Hit in, because I've got no heals in P&Z. P&Z legendarily has no heals. So there we go. Whoop. Should be Shenamode to my opponent. Really well played. Luckily enough, only 1 point of damage got done to us during this whole game. So we end up victorious. Actually, I think, was that Ezreal just hitting our core? I think it was the only point of damage we took. Oh, no. No. They want to live on. They want to leave on their own terms, and I can respect that. Shout them out to my opponent. No, I will not be killed by you. They actually had like full-on draw spell that turn as well, so I got quite lucky because obviously I was starting to run out of resources. I thought they were also running out of resources, but they could have really quickly brought everything back. That means they got full-on meta deck, right? Full-on like fast throws for days. I do actually have the aftershock to get rid of one of those landmarks if they get those frozen throws. I can deal with it. I should probably keep assembly bot, but I'd rather have the ballistic. I'm not gonna lie, I'd rather have the ballistic bot. 2 ballistic bots. So next turn, the clock is coming. Tick tock. The clock don't stop. But it's the frozen. It's those 8/8s. It's those 8/8s with overwhelmed that I'm a little bit more scared of than I'm scared of this. So it's okay. We can throw down the ballistic bot. Throw down ballistic. Throw down second ballistic next turn. Let the boom, boom, boom go in. Clock cometh. So the clock's out. Tick tock. So ignition starting to get both of these two up. We could actually even go for a trail of evidence, but I'm not going to. I'll just go like this. This would trade the clock off as well. So I'm going to consider going forward. Obviously, they could have a buff. Whew! The frozen throw. Not ideal, not ideal. But I said we do have aftershock, okay? I do have the ability to stop this. But big part of me wants to throw Heimer out next turn. Heimer with full mana. Heimer with full mana would be nice. We'll see how we go. So, like, I could actually throw down like this on top of one of these two. Just so I can trade with the student. But it's okay. Could have thrown down the benefactor. But as I said, I want to be going into next turn full spell. But I could have actually even thrown down this. This is a trade option. So I'll take the damage. I'll take it. I'll tell myself it's worthwhile in the end. Okay. Heimer going down next turn into Trail of Evidence. Go into an ignition as well. Hope that we get a spell off of the Trail of Evidence. Hopefully Mystic Shot, and then we can go into the clock. Or at least one of these clocks. Could have thrown down Victor. Victor Pro would have been the smarter option if I'm going to be honest. Okay. This just gives me loads of... Oh, no. I now wish that I would have thrown down this that I had years ago. I wish I would have thrown it out. Okay. We've still got next turn to hopefully throw this out. What are you actually on right now? Spell Shield. Okay. So. Hopefully we'll be able to throw... Like... Hopefully they don't have another one of you in hand. They could do, and they could have a number of other countdown things. I really hope that they don't. Because if I can throw you down, it ruins the 8/8 plan. Okay. Admittedly, we might actually be able to get one of these ballistic bots up to the point of trading, but still the rest of the damage coming through. That's the problem. Okay. Opponent apparently seems to be like biding their time now of their decision-making process. Yeah, we're just gonna literally just throw all of this out.
Progress waits for no one.
Progress waits for no one. Exactly how no one but me. I mean, we're not a zillion. Time waits for no one. But okay, we can throw down literally all of those things. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Throw down you. Throw down my Poro bot. Okay. We now wait. So Victor's leveled right now, which means that all of our created stuff can cost one less. Now, obviously, I need to hope that I have a countdown on top of this. Do not throw down that spell. I was gonna say, like, throw down that spell which buffs that. So we can throw down you here, even throw this on top of this, and I guess I'll sacrifice one of my ballistic bots. I don't want to sacrifice one of my ballistic bots, but I'm willing to do it for this case. Now, as I said, like, if they had, like, the copy spell, which meant that when this finished, it made another copy, like, you know, of it summoning. Whew! That's okay. That's okay. It's not ideal, but it could be a lot worse. Okay. Throwing down this just to try and stop that from being an issue. We've got another ballistic bot. Ballistic bot. Okay. How close is Hymer, by the way? Oh, see, that would... Why would you not have gone into your attack with the 8-8? Because they could have obviously, like, thrown that down, but they would have instantly counted down that landmark. Okay, I guess they wanted to spread the love and go into this landmark as well. Like, that's the guess there. So, we'll throw you down. Victor is leveled, meaning that all of our ignitions now cost, like, nothing. And also, our Victor upgrade spell costs nothing. We could even make a copy of a ballistic bot. Like, we could make another ballistic bot. Like, the option is actually there. Oh, but getting rid of my spell shield Poro. Am I willing to get rid of my spell shield Poro? Can I justify that in my mind? In my mind brain? Okay. I mean, oh, I'm willing to justify it. Now faces! So, we're going to be getting a lot of zero-cost bots, by the way. A lot of zero-cost bots. Like, all the zero-cost bots that you can imagine are about to become a thing. Please give Victor elusive. Give Victor elusive. Elusive and then scout. That's what we're after. Yeah, give Victor elusive, because right now, Victor of elusiveness is going to be silly and funny. And nothing but oh, should have voted to my opponent. I guess they could see where this was going. It was not looking good for them. Honestly, should have voted to my opponent. Really well played. They played that game really well. Okay, so it looks like I'm up against, oh yes, the Twisted Fate Sejuani. What's his face deck? I believe I faced them earlier on in my trials. So I've actually kept this whole hand. We can deal with Twisted Fate. We've got ballistic bots and Victor, so we've got like a and at the right time, if we can get this out, potentially victory's coming for us today. Okay, I could go forward here, but all I'll be doing is letting you take 1 damage for like I could do it, but oh my god, all the ballistic bots, all the ballistic bots are out. So, willing to accept, because, like, going into you, all I'll be doing is buffing you up by 3. Obviously, we've let Sejuani get, like, a little bit of a good start on us, but it's okay. I'm not going to throw Victor out yet. I'm going to wait for Victor. So, the plan is going to be... Oh, man, the University of Piltover. If we can level Victor and get the University out... The fact that he will reduce, like, if he levels, he reduces the cost of everything made by 1. Always up for a round or 2, that's fine. We have got Aftershock, as I say, that we can, in the future, throw in here. Now, obviously, they said they've helped their Sejuani up again, but it's okay. All the ignitions. So you're the only one who can't trade with Stefan. Now, admittedly, they could have Frostbites. Frostbites are a big possibility. I'm willing to keep this just because this is all three of them. It's like such a quick way of leveling. Oh my god, even more. Like, did somebody say Das Ballistic Bot?
Humanity is obsolete.
I could obviously throw an aftershock to kill this, or even kill Twisted Fate themselves. I'm willing to, like, I might end up regretting, like, all this, like, early game damage that I've decided to take, which I've told myself will be, like, it's all worthwhile. It might not be as worthwhile as I'm telling myself. All I'm thinking to myself is this is very quickly leveling up Victor. Victor shall level. And glory shall be had. It's literally, this is continuously 4 damage in on the enemy core at the moment. Obviously, I do have that, which is helping. I mean, if I could throw you out of all this, I'm gonna throw down Victor. I'm gonna throw down one of these first, just so that Victor's immediately leveled upon throwing down. That's what I'm gonna tell myself. Just in case that one extra health stat will help. But I can see it. Okay. We throw down Victor, which now means all those ignitions cost nothing, and we can continuously get them out. If we can get out my little man kit, if I can get out my assembly bot with all of this, that would be amazing. Obviously, like, I was still like 1 mana away from being able to have done that, but if we could have, just imagine how big that assembly bot will be getting right now. Like, literally all of these ballistic bots giving spells, and also Victor giving the spell as well. For God, I listen. Right. Twisted is starting to get to that scary. Be challenger. Give me challenger. Give me challenger. Give me so that I can get rid of that Twisted Fate right now. Give me challenger. Oh, okay. Yeah, overwhelm, I guess, is okay. It's not the best. It's not what I would have wanted, but okay. So, we do still have the aftershock. Just bearing in mind, they will be drawing 1 next turn anyway, so they're up to 6. This would draw another one to get them up to 7, and that's not talking about anything else they've got in that hand, which allows them to draw right now. Because they might just have like loads of croakers for all we know. Okay. So, at the moment, they could trade all of you away. Literally every single one of you. Part of me is actually considering keeping everyone back for a good old give it all move. Because at the moment in time, for 0 mana, I can do a lot of damage. That's what I'm telling myself here. For 0 mana, oh, we burnt Heimer, sadly. We don't got too many. We're making too many things. Yes, no. I feel like I want to aftershock Twisted Fate. So I'm thinking that I want to throw down which is assembly bot.
Go on then. Watch the ball, folks.
So I'm feeling that I want to throw down the assembly bot. Throw down Flash of Brilliance. And then like let the aftershock kill Twisted. Because bear in mind, he is only, so not ideal. Especially considering the fact that that is going to be literally, right, okay, right, let's see what we get off of you first. Okay, so we get draw off of this, not that that matters. Okay, we might as well get the spell that we won't be able to use once Victor gets killed. So use the spell that we won't be able to use. We give him quick attack, not that it matters because he's about to die. Okay, if only we got to use all of these, because the give it all move is going to start looking like really good.
Born for conquest.
But I feel like I'm gonna need.
We'll make quick work of you.
Okay. I'm gonna need to throw down aftershock on top of Twisted. I don't think I can let that continue. Obviously, they could go elusive in on me. Yep. I'm willing to sacrifice one of these. Willing to sacrifice one. Is a shame because all of these actually now go upping like to proper cost, which is upsetting. Okay. Throw down you just to kill Twisted, and then thinking to myself like a couple of ignitions next turn into give it all. That's gonna be the plan. So hopefully we can get you up to a very nice point whereby you're giving these a great health stat. That's going to be the plan. Big boy health stats all round. Obviously, you are 1 away from leveling. 1 away from leveling, but it's okay. It's okay. System upgrade! Okay. So 6. 6 health gonna be enough. That is honest to God the question. How close are they? So they're 5 away from to be deep. Oh, if only I had more things that I could use like spell wise to get you up. But I feel that I have to go now. I feel this is a must. Get everyone up to 6 health. Everyone up to 6 health. Everyone up to like, you know, crazy attack. Obviously they can have frostbites for days. And I've locked out my ignitions for this turn. I feel like I've got to do it. I've got to do it. Force defense out of them. Hope that we get something good out of this next turn. Quick ass spell or something. Obviously, like there's still 4 away. They could have a number of draw cards. I said they do have a Twisted Fate in the deck, so the chance of draw could be like massively there, right? Okay. It looks like they're trying to find a way to stop this. Can't find it. Because even if they throw down a Frostbite on one of these, we've still got 2 of them with big stats. And even then, they'll just go to the 12 stat line. Like if, whoo, I mean, that they've got rid of the health stat. They've got rid of the health stat, which is actually big. Because that health stat was what was really helping them get past more, like so much. And also, that's really actually helped this basically be 1 away from being deep. So that's actually quite big for them as well. Okay. At the moment, we can still go forward with this because literally only these 2 can trade, which are 2 that I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind if they lost either of those 2. So we'll go forward. It's not ideal, but I'm willing to make them lose Sejuani. Hopefully, maybe. Okay, there's the frostbite. There's the frostbite. I knew it could come. I knew it could come. But okay, it's fine. It's fine. We can at least make it so that they lose that elusive. That elusive is actually... Or not, okay. They're being smart with me. I don't like it when they be smart with me. Okay, so... Let this go through. It's not looking... I'm not gonna lie, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. Because it's that elusiveness. And the fact that literally... So, parlay as well going in. That they're going to be going deep next turn. So... Sejuani's leveled. They're going deep next turn. She's got overwhelmed, and this has only got 1 health. It's not looking good. It is not. I should have just thrown out the University of Piltover. I should have put my fate. I should have left my fate to the gods. Okay. So can't stop that. Lots of damage. Like that's actually lethal. Like if they just go forward, that is full on. Oh no! They wanted to prove they had even more lethal on me. Okay. I don't know what I'm expecting from this. I guess... what am I on? Okay. I guess the only positive about this is at least I could defend the elusive. I'm still dead to overwhelm, by the way. Like they've still got massively wide on me. There's nothing I can do about that. At least on the positive side, I could defend the elusive. But honestly, shut them out to my opponent. Really well played. Nothing I could do about this. Really well played. Go on. Finish me! It's sad that our expedition came to an end so quickly because it was actually a really good expedition. Like what we got was really good. So it's a bit of a shame that it's ended this way. But honestly, really well played by the opponent there. I know that we faced them earlier on and whatnot. They've got a lot better since the last time that we faced them. But honestly, really well played. 5 wins on this one. I said we went out on 5 wins, but it was actually a really good deck. And thank you to everyone who got involved and voted for that first. But I do apologise that I didn't get to do you proud to get all the way up to 7 wins or even 6 wins. But this did go really far. It was very nice. It was actually, it was a really fun deck. Like Victor and Heim, it's a lovely combination of that in Expedition. So thank you so much. I hope that you enjoyed this video. And as I said, if you have any questions about Expedition, please let me know down in the comment section down below because I love hearing your questions and whatnot. And I love knowing what you guys think about Expedition in general. So please let me know yet again. Obviously, shameless plug time. You can catch me on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, as I said at the beginning of this. Down below, links for all day. I can stream on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. So you want to come catch the action live, please feel free to. I'll be out of this arena and back into normal stuff very soon. But honestly, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a great evening, day, afternoon, whatever it is for you. And until next time, bye!
Flash of brilliance that could save me. Save me! That doesn't save me? Okay. Is there anything from you? Save me. That doesn't save me! Okay. Get rid of this and get rid of this. Find something that can save me.